In the varsity game just completed, match just completed, Leslie County defeats Knott County 3 games to 1 or 3 sets to 1 to take the match. And now the junior varsity getting ready to do some volleyballing, as it would be. I'm Harold Mullins along with Katie Sloan. And Katie, I've certainly enjoyed this, and hopefully as the year goes on, we'll have a few more of these. Maybe we can talk Josh and David and them into letting us do some of the tournament action.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Those would be some really intense and high energy games if we done some of the tournament ones.
The junior varsity game getting ready to start. Unlike the varsity where they play best of 5, they play best of 3.
Yes, sir.
Sets here, and I think you go to, what did you say, 21 instead
21.
of 25. So this should go a little quicker, but a chance for the younger girls to get an opportunity to play. And this is how you build your program right here.
Yep, absolutely. And we'll see how each team plays. Leslie County might come out really strong since they watched their varsity come out with a good win. And the Patriots, they could either come out with a stronger win or also come out with a loss. That energy is kind of moving around a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
And they begin the game with a unforced error off of the serve, and Leslie County leads 1-0.
That one was a very close call. Looks like the line judge called that ball outside the line.
Kyle Maggard, who is the referee with his back turned to us, has exerted no energy in this match whatsoever.
Don't be trash talking him now. He does a lot of moving around standing there. He's moving his head.
Have you ever seen him wrestle?
I have on the TV here.
Oh, he's a star. He's a star.
That's
There's no question
heard.
about it. Anybody that can have a manager like Lemon Juice McGee has got to be a star. I mean, let's face it. 2-1, Leslie County with the lead as we begin our junior varsity match.
He might bring out some moves here if we get some crazy parents, you think?
You never know. You never know.
Anything could happen.
I think they got a match coming up here this weekend over in Buckhorn, I believe.
I'd like to do something like that. I'd like to kickbox. I think that'd be fun.
You're serious?
Yeah.
You think you would like to be a kickboxer?
Yeah.
Those people will hurt you.
I wanted to do it in
You
grade
do
school.
understand that they will hurt you.
Yes.
It's not big time wrestling now. This kickboxing is real.
I know. I wanted to do it in grade school, but Mom wouldn't take me to lessons. So I didn't get to do
Mom, that's the reason she's the mom. She's a little smarter than you are.
Oh, I think it'd be fun. Ooh.
I think that one was in.
Oh, they did call it.
They called it out.
Oh.
I think we ought to have a replay of that one.
Yeah, we'll put an instant replay up on the board like they do in the college game. It's a nice up for the Patriots. You can definitely tell a big difference between the JV and the varsity. The JV moves a little bit slower. They're not as quick and as clean as the varsity is for either team. They're still doing a pretty good job. They're getting a good volley. Ball back and forth. A little bit of a miss hit there.
I want to ask you, Alice Lloyd is now playing volleyball. I've seen them play a little bit. Are they just now beginning their program, or have they been playing for a while?
Well, usually college season runs about the same time that high school season does. So I'm not sure if maybe they haven't been playing because of COVID or maybe they've had other issues, but I know.
I mean, have they had a program for a long time?
Oh, the program, yeah.
Yeah. Is the program? I don't recall them playing for a lot of years.
I'm not sure how long they've had the program. I know they've had it since when I was in high school, so they've had it for probably 5 or 6 years.
I didn't realize that. I remember when you signed to UPAC. I do remember that.
I did. I signed and I played for 1 year there. And I wish I would have transferred somewhere else and played, but if I didn't transfer, then I got out of college a year earlier. So,
well, you know, then you got out of school and you're calling and broadcasting.
Yeah, I do it all. I line judge, and I come over here. I might get my reffing license at some point in time. I don't know. We'll see.
I know my daughter referees, and that was a nice block right there. Is that Kimmy Hoffus?
Is it number 2? Yep. Candy
She's-
Hosses.
She is got good size as well, don't she?
Yep.
What grade is she in? She's a freshman. I tell you, they got a lot of young kids on this Knott County team. This program's headed in the right direction. I think that I think Beth and her staff has done a really good job with this team. It's beginning to show the fruits of their labor. They're last year they went to the championship game, I believe, in the 14th region tournament, losing to Wolf County, I believe it was.
Yep.
This year they got beat in the semifinals of the All-A, and I'm going to be surprised if they don't make it deep into the 14th region tournament. We may be seeing them play for a chance to go to the state tournament. You never know.
I could see that happening. I think Knott County's a really strong contender this year, but I also think that it's really anybody's title in the 14th region. Got a good volley going and a beautiful swing for Leslie County. Hit that
Leslie
right back to the
County's
corner.
girls look a bit stronger than Knott County's junior varsity. They hit it a little harder, it looks like.
I'm sure both the JV teams do a lot of conditioning with the varsity, and probably these girls are practice a lot more with varsity too.
Right now, 8-4 or 8-5 as the Patriots down by 3 in set 1.
This set is definitely going a lot quicker than our varsity sets did. Even though we're having quite a bit of volley with each play, neither one of these teams are really giving a good easy point away. They're both fighting for it pretty good.
We want to remind everyone it's senior night Thursday night at the complex in Hindman, where Knott County will say goodbye to their seniors in a farewell game with Lee County, and we'll have that game live here on TV. Katie, any idea who's going to help you with that, or
Not a clue.
not a clue?
Not a clue.
No, just like tonight, whoever's sitting beside of you when you come through the door, right?
Yeah. We might get John to do it. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know no stranger.
The football game, of course, coming up later on Thursday night, and then we'll be back Friday for a
Just out of
football
bounds.
game, and then Wes and Winston and their world-renowned
Busy
whistle
week.
show. You know, they have a good time on that. Have you ever been a guest on their show?
Yeah.
You have, huh?
Yep. Couple
I've
weeks
been
ago.
out for 4 weeks. You know, I've not been here. So they invited you on this show. Did you tell them how happy you was to be able to come on a show that is world-renowned known, you know? I mean,
Yeah. Absolutely. I was on the one where they were talking about your picture with Tom Brady at prom.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was not impressed.
You didn't like the picture? What?
Well, I don't know. Where'd they get that? That's what I want to know.
I don't
where
know
they
where-
got that picture.
I have no idea where it came from. They must
I
have.
have no clue either. Don't remember it being taken, but I'm sure me and Tom had a good time.
Oh, it looked like it. I thought you had on a really nice suit.
Oh, yeah, no question. When I saw that, I was watching that night, and when I saw that, I said, where'd they get that picture But I have been saving up my digs and stuff. I'll be back this week. You know, I get my chance at Redemption. Of course, they probably won't let me on their show, but I'll be at the game after the show, so I'll get the last words.
That's all that matters. Thought that ball was hit out.
Leslie County up on top 12-7.
5-point run.
Coach Wilson has done a really good job with this Leslie County team. I think her husband's superintendent over there now, isn't he? Isn't he the superintendent in Leslie County? I believe he is. I believe her husband is a superintendent.
It's a little different style of serving. She kind of comes at it from an odd angle, but it definitely seems to work for her.
What is that? You have to hit the ball before you cross the back line.
Yep.
On a serve. We got timeout on the floor, 14-7 in set one. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with a click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
We're back, and during the break we were discussing that picture, and I do look good in a suit, don't I, Katie?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I like the black. Went really good with Tom's.
We're back to play, 14-7.
So nice up there.
Nice set kill there by the Patriots. Young man coming in front of the camera with a bag of popcorn there, and boy, that looked good. That looked good.
It sure did.
May
Where's
put
David
that-
Adams
may
with some
put that-
popcorn?
Yeah, maybe put that on our list of things to get for Thursday night.
Yeah.
Popcorn looked pretty good.
I'll add the butter and salt, though. Do you like
Nothing
salt?
like ball game popcorn, is it?
Good stuff.
Patriots with a little 2-0 run here as they've closed within 14-9.
Eagles are trying to figure out how they need to set up to get this ball. Definitely wanting to get that ball back for them, I'm sure. Nice long hit by the Patriots. And a short hit by the Lady Eagles. Number 29? 24.
24. And that is Tori Couch.
Defending the net very well for the Lady Eagles.
Tell you what, she's up above the net to just back that one down, didn't she?
I think her height helps her a lot, too.
She is a sophomore.
That ball is out of bounds by the Patriots. Leslie County now just within 5.
As
taking the set.
opposed to the Patriots being so freshmen and young and very young. Quite the opposite for Leslie County. They are a senior, junior dominated ball club, and a lot of sophomores playing on this junior varsity game right now, as opposed to the majority of Knott County's girls being younger. And it shows.
Definitely. You can always tell when a group is younger, just in their attitude and the way that they play, like the maturity that they play in. A lot of teams have a harder time when they're younger of getting those points in a row and just really, being able to play efficiently and take runs like a varsity team would.
16-10, and the Patriots with yet another unforced error from the serving line, and it is 17-10.
That's
We'll
really
we'll have to find out where that regional tournament's been held at. Did I understand the district has played at Knott County this year?
I believe so. It should be coming up towards the end of this month. What's today? 19th. Oh, that's okay.
That
19th and
tournament
20th.
Is the 19th, and is that the district? Oh, it'll be played on the 19th, and that
Okay.
is a what? Saturday?
I have no idea. I don't even know what today is.
Really? And
Like-
you work in at Thacker Grigsby Communications.
Don't tell people, Harold.
And you don't
It's a
know what
secret.
day, and you don't know what day it is.
Yes. It's been a long day, Harold.
I'm sure it has. 17 to 12, now 17 to 13. A pretty nice serve
Now,
there.
see, she almost popped that one with her toe, and if she would have caught that one with her toe, it would have been a legal play.
Yeah, you've already taught me a lot tonight, but I didn't know you could kick it.
It's on a Tuesday. Okay. District is on a Tuesday, the 19th.
I would probably imagine that the regional will start the following weekend, probably. I know one thing, it should be a great region, and Knott County's making a little run of their own here, and have cut the lead to 17-15 after being down by 7. They've scored 5 in a row.
It's the power of serving.
Pretty good serve there.
Just enough to get a little bit of a mishandle on the ball for the Lady Eagles. Just couldn't execute that play all the way out, so the Lady Eagles get the ball back. Now we've got a young libero going in for Leslie County, number 23, back to serve. I can't believe libero is Italian. I figured it'd be Latin.
Well, Ken Fugit said Italian. We're going to have to go with him because Google is never wrong.
That is correct. Google knows all. If I ever feel bad, I just go to Google. It's always got the...
If we'd had Google when I was in school, I'd have made straight A's.
I don't think I should say anything about Google when I was in school. We'll just leave it at that.
2015, the score now set point here for the Eagles.
Really having to fight for that one, but the fight ended when it hit the ceiling. Ball immediately is called out.
And the first game goes to Leslie County, 21-15. We'll have set 2 coming up in just a minute.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration, we can get you the justice that you deserve. Go to kyleshall.com right now to schedule a free consultation. I will review the details of your case and get you back on your feet. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Get me in your corner right now.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard.
We are back as Leslie County wins set number 1 over Knott County Junior Varsity by a score of 21-15. to 15. So we go to set number 2, and looking at this Lady Patriot team, you see Bill and Shay there going over their lineup, getting things set for this second game. And Knott County's youngsters, what kind of would you consider our grade school program pretty good?
Yeah, I would. I think a lot of the drills and techniques that are used in high school are brought back down into grade school, and I think that's what helps build the Knott County program so much, is that it is instilled in them when they're young, and they are building on it as they grow into high school.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Bill Grigsby is the volleyball guru in Knott County. I mean, without him, our volleyball program would not be what it is. And
I agree 100%.
He is... his interest in the game was long before anybody else's, and he started leagues and stuff at the Sportsplex and really got volleyball off the ground in Knott County, and he continues to.
Absolutely. He really has a love for the program, and that's definitely instilled within his grandchildren too, I believe. Zoe and Ellie Miller both have always played, and I remember Ellie and Zoe, when they were just itty-bitty being at practice, always playing, and to be honest, for them to be as little as they were, done better than some of the girls that were on the team.
They have, you saw them be big participants in the varsity game.
And speaking of the Miller sisters, Zoe Miller just scored an amazing ace. Hit it right into the middle of the court.
And an ace is when you serve it and there is not returned, right?
That is absolutely right. If you serve it and it hits the floor, or if you serve it and it hits one person and then just goes off,
it's considered a service ace.
Yep, that is correct.
Patriots jump out on top 3-0 here in game number 2. Or set number 2.
Bit of an overpass there for the Lady Eagles. The Patriots tried to take advantage of that, but it's hit a little bit out of bounds by number 15. I believe it's Ava Waddell. Number 15. It's a nice serve, just couldn't get it quite over the tape for the Lady Eagles.
Coming in is Fitzpatrick for the Patriots, number 9. She is a sophomore. Boy, there's a nice serve.
It was a beautiful serve. A little bit of a miss hit there. My Hofstas on the Patriots team. I'm waiting for that text from Freddie. Still saying that he can't hear me. I need to speak up.
Did he tell you every now and then you're too low or what?
Yeah, Freddie likes to aggravate me. He also works at Thacker Grigsby, for anybody who'd like to know.
Yeah, I know Freddie.
Yeah, he was making fun of me for working at Thacker Grigsby. Well, I work for him, so.
No, I would not. I would not say anything negative about Thacker and Grigsby. Thacker and Grigsby communication is outstanding.
Yeah.
I get a check occasionally with their name at the bottom, so I ain't saying nothing. Nope. I ain't saying nothing about Thacker and Grigsby.
Well, they sign all my checks too, so I'm there with you.
You'll never bite the hand that feeds you.
Absolutely not.
Another good service there, and another service ace, and the Patriots leading 6-3, trying to even this match at 1 set each.
They're working toward it, but I don't know which way this one's going to go, Harold.
Could
go either way.
You're right, and it helps to get the serves in, but
it absolutely would.
We have saw that being a problem at the varsity level, so really no surprise that it's a problem with the junior varsity level as well. And I do know that they practice that daily, so it's sometimes you just can't get it in.
think that's hard with a young team, too. They don't have that practice and that skill of getting it over all the time, especially in situations where they really need to get it over.
6'4", 6'5", actually, and Leslie County crawls within 1.
Trying to close up that gap. Just widened it a little bit more with a missed serve.
The old days of serving underhanded is no more, is it?
I never could. I started out overhanded. I ain't coordinated enough to hit it underhand, apparently. I can do everything else.
How can it be hold it in one hand and hit it with the other one?
Buddy,
Seemed
I
to me
don't
like
know.
that would be easier.
I couldn't do it. I was weird, I guess. I don't know. I still can't really do it. I can do everything else.
So you are saying that, well, the underhand serve is no more. You don't see anyone ever do that.
You see it in grade school, but as the grade school programs are progressing, even in 18
I can
grade school,
understand it why in grade school, because, it just don't have the strength.
Yeah. But you're definitely right. It's pretty much no more in high school. I have seen a few times, though, in a really tight varsity match, they'll break out a really hard knuckleball underhand serve because those are so much harder to adjust to when all you get is overhand serves. So it's a nice little trick to pull out of the hat.
8-7, Leslie County is eased out into the lead in set 2.
Patriots struggling to get a play together, and so is the Leslie County Eagles.
Nice tip there. Who was that? Hard to read the number. 18? Who is 18? I don't have her on my sheet. Knott County, by the way, their record with the loss tonight drops to 15-7. Leslie County improves to 16-12. Those two teams, the two you watched tonight, along with Wolfe County and Hazard and Breathitt County, pretty dominant in the volleyball circle. Letcher Central on any given night can jump up and beat you, and so it's going to be interesting. The tournament really is. I look forward to it. And Knott County with a point there, and they lead 10-8.
Really a lot of momentum changes in this set. It's going back and forth within just a few points for each team. And with competition in the 14th region, when I played in high school, there was 2 to 3 teams that were really, really good. And those are the ones that you had to look out for. And this season, you've got almost every team you have to look out for. It's a lot of competition.
It's really going to be a very good tournament, I believe. And I tell you, Breathitt County with Schultz, is that her name, Adriana Schultz?
I don't know how you say it, but I know what you're talking about.
She is probably the most dominant hitter in the region, and she's got great side, great athletic ability, and
I'm pretty sure she's nationally ranked. I don't remember what she was ranked.
She can play now, I'm telling you, and she makes them a contender, I believe. When Knott County played them at Heinemann a couple of 3 weeks ago, she was out because of COVID. Mm-hmm. And so Knott County really handled them pretty easily. But with her, it'll be a different story.
Absolutely. I know that teams usually struggle. When you have that one really good player, the ball always finds that player. And it's hard to adjust to always covering that one player because you have to cover them all on the court. And that's really intimidating for any team that's playing them to have that one really good one. But I think what a lot of teams don't really take into account is that a really good team with like 2 or 3 or maybe the whole team is really good is a lot tougher to beat than a team with just one player. But it seems like the teams with that one great player always come out on top.
Yeah, you're right. And I tell you, she is tall, very athletic, gets off the floor really high, and just a very good athlete. And
Okay. So we did do a regional game in Leslie County, and it was whenever I played my senior year. So it was the regional championship.
So who beat you? Letcher Central?
Letcher County Central, yep.
Letcher County Central
Yeah,
dominated this region in volleyball.
They did for
several
many
years.
Yep. And the first time that we'd ever beat them was at this Leslie County gym in a tournament on a Saturday. And then we met them again in the regional tournament where we not so graciously failed at the championship.
I personally think that looking at this region, I think the team that beat the Wolfe County Wolves are going out of here. But I tell you, Wolfe County they're going to be a couple of reasons. Number one, they're well coached and they've got some good players. But number two, they are automatically opposite Breathitt County and Schultz once you get into that regional tournament, should both those teams make it. And because of the way the draws are lined up, they would be only have to play them in the championship game. And I think while a lot of teams could beat them, I tell you, it's going to be a tough road to hoe. And I think that Wolfe County is a team that could surprise a lot of people. I think they could be the team, the dark horse for the region.
Wolfe County is a very tough team, and I think a lot of that is because their players play in travel. They play in travel teams, and when you get out to, we were talking earlier about how good Assumption is in Louisville, and all of these Lexington and Louisville county teams, yeah. Anyway, all these teams out in central Kentucky are really, really good. And when you get to play with these people and play against these people, you learn things and you bring it back to your team. And I think that's why Wolfe County is so strong in the things that they do, and their techniques are so clean. And that makes such a difference, especially when you're playing in the 14th region.
Yeah, I think you're right. And Wolfe County, I believe, goes down into the state and plays a little better competition.
Yeah.
I tell you, they do that in softball. It's the reason they've gotten so good in softball. I went down. I got a granddaughter that plays at Lexington, Henry Clay, and she was only in the 7th grade last year. Yet she played on Henry Clay's varsity softball team, so she's a pretty good player. And I went down and watched them play, and Wolfe County went down there and beat them on their home field. So Wolfe County gets out into the state and plays a little higher level of competition than I think most of the other teams in the mountains do. And I think that's something you're going to see all the teams start to do. We talked about Knott County coming up this weekend, I think, playing some teams from out in the state, and that's got to do nothing but help them get better, make them get better.
Yeah. I always enjoyed going to tournaments, especially tournaments out in central and like far eastern Kentucky. But the thing about those tournaments is, most of the time we never won. We might have won one game, but you got to play a lot tougher competition.
Oh, yeah. Miller served that one into the net, so an unforced error, and it's 15-14 in favor of the Patriots, trying to win this second set. A Leslie County win in this set would end the match. It is best 2 of 3.
Cami Hoffs has tried to get that ball back over, but she missed it a little bit because the ball was set right to her. And when it's set right to you, it's really hard to hit those balls. You can't take any steps. You can't take much movement. You just kind of got to deal with what you're working with.
Tonight's game was really important, I think, to Leslie County after getting handled easily at Heineman. To be able to come back and beat one of the region favorites and beat them convincingly. And I think, it's got to bode well for Leslie County and their chances coming as they move forward toward the end of the year.
Especially on the home court. A home court advantage is always a big plus, and nobody likes to lose at their home gym. Why do you want to lose in front of all your friends and family? So it definitely is a big motivator to be at your home court. Looks like we've got Coach Grigsby talking to his team in a timeout. And we've got Leslie County's coach trying to encourage those girls. Go ahead and finish out this set.
It is 16-15, going to 21, win by 2. And right now, Leslie County trying to close out this volleyball affair at Hyden.
Leslie County is going back to serve. We'll see if they can push these points out.
Like a pretty good serve there.
It was right down the line. Free ball over to the Patriots. Another free ball back to the Eagles. It's a nice little swing.
And they find the floor there right in the middle of the floor. Coverage not what it should have been. 17-15 Leslie County.
I just got choked on air, Harold.
I saw that. I was trying to cover for you, but you're on your own, dude.
I don't know what just happened.
Leslie County now dangerously close to closing this thing out. 18-15.
Just within 3.
They have certainly manhandled Knott County Central tonight.
Absolutely.
They certainly have, and I think that's a little bit of a shock to Coach Justice and her staff as well. I think they came in here, having to feel good about themselves since they beat this team rather handedly a couple of weeks ago. But, boy, it's tough to go on the road, as you said, and you would know. But Knott County just was not up. It didn't look like they were mentally prepared to play.
Well, I think they really hurt themselves in this game because they played last night against Perry Central, swept the floor with them. Tonight they came out, lost in 4 games, lost 3 sets, only won 1. And then Thursday night they play Lee County for the senior night. And then this weekend they have a big tournament. They've got a busy week.
They've got a big week ahead, and one that I think is going to make or break their chances for postseason, because I think they got to get used to playing back-to-back games, back-to-back nights, and to go on the road this weekend and play some really good competition. They're going to need games like that.
Absolutely. And that might be a contender, Harold. That might be why they're struggling so much tonight, was because they traveled to Perry County last night and played, and then they traveled yet again to Leslie County tonight and played. So they'll get 1 day of rest tomorrow before they have another game to play, but that one's at home.
Some of the teams, I thought I had saw somewhere in the schedule, some of the teams that were scheduled to play this weekend. I know Corbin may be one of them, but they're going to play some pretty good teams.
They're going to have a big fight on their hands at that tournament this weekend for sure.
And that's played at Round County, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's a beautiful cut right over to the corner of the attack line by Leslie County.
And suddenly we have arrived at match point, and they have 4 of those. It's a nice serve, just floated right out of bounds. Looks like she was aiming for the head of one of the Patriots, but she dodged it, so then it went out of bounds. So the Patriots fend off set point 1. See if they can put together a string of points here, and that will end it right there with a serve into the net. Yeah. And Leslie County has won the junior varsity game 21-17, 21-15, and Knott County has gone on the road to Hyden tonight. And Katie, I tell you what, it got to be disappointing for Coach Justice and her staff. They threw a clunker. They threw in a clunker.
Absolutely. After sweeping the floor last night and then coming out tonight, playing a team that you've already defeated and you swept them the last time you played them, and just playing the way that they played, they didn't have much energy. Their passing was off. Their serves were off. And that's things that you have to focus on practice, and what is absolutely focused on tremendously in practice. So I'm sure that's very frustrating for not only the team but the coaching staff as well.
And you know, you can expect them to get right back in the gym tomorrow night. Tomorrow they've got one day to prepare for their senior night activities coming up Thursday, and then again 1 day to prepare for the big tournament coming up this weekend at Round County. And Katie, let me say that I certainly enjoyed it, and I thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of this volleyball broadcast here on 24.
Well, I thank you for coming out and doing it with me. It sure beats talking to myself.
There you go, I guarantee. And look forward to Thursday night. Don't forget the pizza's on you.
Oh, I know. I know it.
That's going to just about do it for Katie and I here at the volleyball game. Knott County Central loses tonight to Leslie County, both varsity and junior varsity. For Katie Sloan, I'm Harold Mullins. Thanks so very much for joining us, Volleyball Live, here on Hometown 24. Until Thursday night, have yourself a great week, won't you? Good night, everyone.
This telecast is